So I'm going to do a quick introduction to content management systems and content management as a concept. I'm going to give you a few categories of content management systems, and I'm going to give you some examples of them. And then I'm going to tell you why we're going to choose one over all the rest. But it's not necessarily always the best choice, and why you might want to choose others at different times. So starting with content management systems, the whole purpose of them are to manage the content of your website. It's so that it makes it more within your grasp of being able to change and update text, images, products, services, pricing. You can add forms and functionality to your website with a good content management system. Now, as you move through the different content management systems, some of them have the strengths that others don't have. And so that's what we're going to explore a little further. The first we're going to talk about is probably the most popular. And just because it's the most popular does not mean it's necessarily the best for every case, but it is popular for your basic websites. And that's WordPress, which can be found at wordpress.org if you're going to build your own standalone WordPress site. And if you'd like to do one of the free versions, go to wordpress.com, which is where we're going to be doing a lot of our work. Again, it's very popular, has a lot of plugins and extensions that allow you to add functionality. It's built on the PHP language stack. Others similar to it are going to be Drupal, also built in PHP. It's for more complex and higher security websites, often used by like government institutions, schools, universities. Joomla, similar to Drupal, offers a great deal of flexibility and ease of use. A lot of these support the ability to host the exact same website in multiple languages. One that is also popular but is not as well known is Ghost, which uses a minimalist approach to some of the tools. And it's great for like content creators, bloggers, and people who are doing online newsletters, that sort of thing. The next category will be content management systems that are based in the .NET framework of development. The most popular of those is called .NET Nuke, or DNN for short. And it is modular, where you get a lot of little extensions or components to add to your website to add new functionality. Sitefinity is a bit more scalable, but it's more of a proprietary system. It's great for marketing, personalization. There's Umbraco and Kentico, which are flexible. They're more clean. Sitecore, one that I've never heard of or used, is a little bit more of your enterprise level. So large businesses use it, and they do a lot of AI-driven personalization. The next place that a lot of you've probably heard of or seen commercials is Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, Webflow, sites like these, which create some of your basic websites where it's a lot of drag and drop your content in place, that sort of thing. You can drag and drop a form component. They are not usually your high-end, really functional websites. They're usually for small businesses and often lean towards selling things, products, services. Often they're the small mom and pop websites. Then we move into e-commerce, where you're going to actually be selling things online. Sites that do that and do it well are Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, which was purchased by Adobe, HubSpot, and Squarespace also fits in there. Wix also fits in there. They do a lot of good e-commerce type things. So when you're looking at building a website, you're probably going to start by building, in fact, very few places build their websites as straight HTML, straight CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. most of them use some kind of content management system. And like I said, 80% of the web or so, something close to that, is a WordPress website. And that's where we're going to start our building. I don't like WordPress as my favorite item, but it's a great place to go and build a quick website, even as a sketch or as a proof of concept for what you want in a future web type of environment. It's a great place to go build small business and even mom and pop or church or organization websites. So I highly encourage starting there, and that's where we're going to start. So you're going to be starting at WordPress.com so that we can move forward. In the next video, we're going to actually dive into WordPress.com and begin the process of building out our first website. All right? So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and go explore some of these content management systems. Maybe learn a little bit more about them. See you then.